we can truly, freely choose how much we want to work in life and how much we want to spend life in nature, traveling, exploring, with friends, with sports, health, journaling, painting, art, drinking cacao, living life as a ceremony, as a journey. But we've been taught something else. We've been taught to work 8 hours a day, maybe in a tiny office, to then 2 or 3 times a year deserve our holidays, to feel like that, to feel peaceful, to feel calm, to feel healthy, strong, relaxed, connected to our loved ones, our relationship, ourselves. And that's just not true. We are free to choose. Not fully free, because if we want to travel, then we maybe have to work a little bit, but we can at least easily cut all that in half. Work just 4 hours a day. How would it feel to work just 4 hours instead of 8 hours and have these 4 hours then, like I'm enjoying it right now, to invest it into my health, to have that little cacao ceremony, to go and pick some flowers in the morning? How would life feel? Maybe that reminds you of your holidays, and maybe you know how holidays feel. Holidays just feel amazing. Observing the clouds, listening to the wind, walking bare feet at the beach. And life can be like that every day. And I worked now many years to make that dream come true. And it doesn't matter if you decide to live in a motorhome, living the van life like I was doing it for the last 2 years, or if you're living like I also was doing it in some nice hotels in India, Nepal. I'm very grateful for that experience as well. But very often I realized I don't need a fancy hotel. I'm pretty minimalistic. And then the good part is how we achieve that. We, in a lot of situations, avoid spending a lot, crazy amounts of money. And first of all, being self-employed, having our own business. That's like the main thing. Because if we can choose freely what we are working on, when we are working on, and how much we are charging for that, then life becomes a beautiful game, a beautiful playground where we can freely choose what to ask for our services, and when we offer them. And this is how I turned in the last maybe 4 or 5 years my weekly and daily rhythm into a 3 to 4 days a week working week. Now it was growing a little bit because we are building that amazing conscious community here in Portugal, a physical place with retreats and healing spaces and events, buildings and much more. So this takes a little effort, 5 days a week. And then on Friday I drive to the beach, and sometimes, like today, I'm staying until Monday. So I'm coming there again to spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, 4 days on the beach. And I had this now for many years because it's possible. And it's only possible when we are self-employed, when we are finding our passion, building a passion business with something we truly love. And then even these 4 days a week, maybe 4 hours a day, become fun to create. Besides the maybe 1 or 2 hours a week doing invoicing, accounting and stuff we don't like so much. But otherwise there are ways where we can just play, share our wisdom, document our wisdom, share our teachings, offering coachings, classes, online courses, retreats around that, building digital products, building physical products, automating processes. And then that's my intention for today, to construct, to build the new way of working for me, because I was working a little bit too much. I have that little scratchy throat still since 2 days. Normally I'm never getting sick, but I've walked a little bit over my boundaries, building our new home, building a nice garden for us, building that community, building a retreat, building a amazing festival experience, birthday celebration, where we're gonna offer something amazing new, building that mentoring course in the very last steps. But besides that, these peak moments, we are so free to choose how much we want to work. So I give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to do it right now. So first of all, to become that free to sit in Thailand, in India, in Portugal, in a maybe co-living, co-working space, I totally recommend, with other creators and free beings, maybe in your own motorhome, van, maybe in a tiny house, maybe even in a fancy villa, but then maybe you have to do 1 more hour more per day. If you want to go there, first of all, become clear about your vision, manifest your vision, where you want to be on that beautiful planet, on an island, in the jungle, at the beach, at the water, in the mountains, and who you want to be surrounded with. Are you alone, in a relationship, living in community with other beings? What are you working on? That's the next step. When you see yourself working, are you giving yoga classes? Are you a diving instructor, art workshops? And it doesn't matter how you're gonna achieve it. Just visualizing yourself as if it is already there. Would you be a surfing instructor, hold big ceremonial spaces, do retreats or festivals as well? What would you love to do? Maybe even without getting paid for. What do you really love in your life? And then you have to take some action steps and create a business around something that you really, really love. Through this process we are guiding right now a lot of people in our conscious business mentoring in just 8 weeks. And you can also do it alone. But if you need some guidance for that, you're very welcome. Join us, send me a message. And this contains around 50 to 100 little tiny steps every day. 2 steps. Maybe 1 hour of work, 2 hours of work, to reflect on what you want to do, which problems you want to solve, what kind of services you can build out of that, and how you turn it into a brand, into visibility, into your own website, social media marketing, into visibility all over the place, online and offline. And then how you do the proper marketing for that. And then after already 8 weeks, you can already start to attract the right people into your life who like to learn from you, who would love to grow with you and learn from your passions, to bring a little bit of that spark in their life as well. So it's pretty easy. And then it's at the end your choice where you are living that life. At the end you can ask yourself, do I want to settle in one place? Do I want to build something like we are building right now, that home, that community? Do I want to travel the world, different places? Do I want to live in different communities, countries, with different people? So there are different models of living. And then you just go for it. You just decide and walk every day a little step. Then it's about setting clear boundaries to bring that work-life balance at the end. Because often when we found something that we really love, then often there is the risk that we go so deep into what we love that we almost forget to take care of ourselves. What happened to me with my throat. So I almost forgot to take care of my health and to ask myself, what do I really want? So I'm very grateful for that little reminder in my throat that brought me here today on that Monday, instead of our Monday meeting, to reflect about how much I want to work, how much I want to work on myself, on my health. And that's now the mission for today, to reflect on how many days in the week I want to build my new home. I want to just be in nature, observe how much I want to work on my relationships, how much I want to work on my spirituality, on my connection, on my yoga, on my practice, on my meditation, my breath work. How much do I want to work on my business? How big do I want to go? Do I really want to build that conscious community? Or do I maybe have conscious celebrations here and there and have that community in person? How much do I want to give to the world of my teachings? Or maybe how much do I focus on the surrounding, on my family that are surrounding me, to share my teachings with them and focus here? And then how much hours a day do I want to spend on all of that? Do I want to give my life fully to work like I was doing it, to create something huge with an impact for thousands of people, for the whole world, to participate in that transition of bringing consciousness, healing into the world? Or do I want to maybe split it up, 4 hours here, 4 hours there, to also invest into myself, relationship, connection to my own soul and other souls? Some questions I'm gonna reflect on today, and I can tell you it's going somewhere like working just 4 hours a day on 4 days a week, something like this. How would it feel to just work 4 hours a day? How would it feel to live fully, truly, as if you were in holidays every single day? Go and get your dream life. I wish you a magical, magical day. Go and take some action steps. Search for your passions, build your own business. Ask for help. Connect me if needed. Otherwise, just go for it. Build your business. Close your eyes maybe after that video and let it sink in, to see your vision clearly, where, how, with who you want to live in your life from now on. Go and get it. Wish you a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone.